Good morning, all of you.
Good
Hope
morning,
all,
sir.
hope all of us are ready from slot 1 to 3.
Yes, sir.
And we have Prabhakar sir is online. Thank you so much, sir, for you to be online.
Yes,
And
sir. Good morning, sir. Very good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. And we'll wait for other couple of examiners to join, sir. And once
Sure, sir. Sure.
everything is set, we'll go ahead.
Yes, sir. I have called to Roja ma'am. She said she will be joining in 2 minutes, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. And
Thank you, sir.
we wait for another examiner. May I know who is the other examiner, please?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Who is the other examiner, ma'am?
Prabhakar, sir.
Prabhakar sir is already joined.
Yes.
Pooja ma'am, sir.
Uh-huh.
Madam Pooja
Okay.
from, yes, sir. PhD scholar from IFLU University.
All right. Right. Okay. Could you
Thank you, sir.
try getting in touch with her? Who is
Yes, sir. Rishwan sir is making a call, sir.
All right. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before other examiners come and join, let's have the Symphony of English Language Lab. For the sake of Prabhakar sir and other student friends, would like to play this one.
Hey guys, a very warm welcome to watch this video by now. We are going to take you to a place in Lundy College where we will let you see and dive into the separate world residing there. Let's get started. This is the English lab where we would learn things by doing. This gives real-time experience and learning. The language ambience is important, so let us have a 100% lab on that.
Hello, Hari sir.
Yeah, what happened? Maybe this is not enabled with the voice, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's have a look at our lab
Yes,
journey,
sir.
which is divided into skimming, scanning, settings, developing.
Sir, now
aiming,
we are able
skimming,
to
scanning
hear
in these phases.
noise, sir.
Our English introduces us
Voice.
to various communication activities, analyzes our communication skills. .in, setting, developing in these phases.
Lab.
We work on our weaknesses, develop fluency in terms of communication. Finally, aiming in the phase we are ready for industry placement. Finally, in this phase, we want to focus on soft skills along with communication skills when it comes to achievements of our language lab. Our language lab makes our students engage themselves in various international certificate courses. We personally believe the real achievement of our
Yeah, thanks to have Roja also online.
Sir, pleasure, sir. Nice meeting you again.
Great, great, great. And we have Prabhakar sir is already online. Um, of course, and we are waiting for another examiner. And Pooja has to come.
So just now I have called to Pooja ma'am. I think she is facing a little technical issue, sir. She's going to join very soon, sir.
Yeah. We'll be happy to have her back again.
Yes, sir.
We will be waiting for another 1 or 2 minutes.
Sure, sir.
I request Roja ma'am and Prabhakar sir to
Sure,
understand.
sir. Sure, sir. Not an issue.
All others are also ready, and
Certainly, sir, certainly.
I appreciate bearing with us. And from the big hall, all the student friends who are ready. Thank you so much for your patience. Yeah. Good morning once again, all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Thanks to have everybody uh, is present in the whole interesting session that we have planned for the employability skills lab external examination. Right. It is quite pleasure to have Roja, who has worked here for around 7 years, who has put in a lot of good effort, and she has come back again as an examiner. This is a beautiful moment, definitely from a diversified fields that we are actually involving the external examiners. Roja, who has got a teaching career for some time, and then after that, she has become a bank officer, and then now she's working in a bank and understanding what exactly the customer relation all about, and then in that kind of a stuff, how the language communication plays a role. For all that, she is having an expertise, and obviously, Prabhakar sir is one of the senior teachers of the fold of ELT in Andhra Pradesh. Thanks for your time. Both of you have come forward, spending 1.5 hours time early in the beginning in this kind of tough time in the hustle bustle early in the morning. Still, you were fresh coming down to spare your time for the kids to understand what exactly the communication all about. Similarly, we have one Madam Pooja, who is a scholar and a senior teacher of English and Foreign Languages University. She was nominated by her teacher to act as an examiner, and we are inviting her presence. And meanwhile, I just wanted to give you a picture of how this language lab at Lendi Institute has emerged. Especially, we are at the suburbs of Vishakhapatnam and Vizianagaram. Students hail from different corners around 150 kilometers radius of this institute. They come from different backgrounds and different ideas and different notions. Truly, we see that their classroom is a mixed ability classroom. So taking this as a cue, basically student friends who involve much into the activity of training themselves or technically moving forward, they always wanted communication as their first seat. So we at Lendy's Institute of Engineering and Technology at ELCS Lab, we call it popularly ELCS Lab, but it is English Language Communication Skills Laboratory. So the lab that speaks about one's confidence, and it also strives hard to develop the students' understanding level towards their making out presence of what you call communication in English language. So for this, we have built up a journey where the journey begins with observation. You know, we have set a long journey, and then the journey was divided into different parts. Maybe the first part we call observation. The second one we call it what you call scanning. Third one setting, and the one that now we are in with this batch. And finally, we aim. So particularly when you see these four interesting phases of the journey of the lab, we have an interesting story that was going around the communication practice of the students. So when you see the students who have got ready to take up the language course in this environment, only to make themselves ready by just putting, welcome Pooja, and thank you so much for your time. We waited, and then we slowly started giving an introductory idea of what exactly this language lab all about. Are you there? Have you been cross-checking with your voice and then video? Video is fine. And can you check with your voice, ma'am? Pooja, ma'am?
Good morning, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes. We hear you and we also see you. And have you been watching all of us on the
Yes,
screen? There are a
yes,
lot
sir.
of
Yes,
windows
sir.
open. Right? Thank you
Yes.
so much. We have also mentioned about you that you are a scholar from English and Foreign Languages University, and we are coming back again to have the formal introductions. Right, ma'am?
Yeah, sure, sir. I'm so sorry. I'm facing technical glitches. That's why I could not join on time.
No problem, no problem. You are in time, ma'am, even if you are not.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you. So this is how we are going further with the language lab practice. Particularly as part of this wonderful journey, at each phase, we allow students to take up different courses. One of the courses in their third phase of the journey, which is believed to be setting phase, where we have students practice employability skills. The very core idea of this employability course is how English language plays a crucial role in developing one's employability. It is well said, English communication skill is synonymous with employability skill. That's why Language Lab at Lendi always gives a big seat for the communication practice in order to see one's employability skill development that comes into picture. So thank you so much for your time. And these kids who have got ready in chasing in this course, especially this course is very fast in its pace, but it's spread across 16 weeks. The first 10 weeks, they and we all together, the charge team at Lendy's Language Lab and the students who always encounter the challenges with them, practice for 10 weeks. In the whole 10 weeks, the practice is based out of that important yardstick, learning by doing. When you take learning by doing is an interesting element in the story, the students would turn up looking at how are they doing, what are they doing, where exactly they are going wrong. Basically, we all have learned so much of theory in feeling that the communication that comes out only when we make a lot of mistakes. Same is the spirit there with our student friends also. They made several mistakes so far, but at the end of the day, they have understood that they are learning. So learning by doing is a concept coined by one those times teacher, Roja, who has brought out the best configuration, when the students are under pressure, when the students are making mistakes, when the students are not taking it up. She has brought it out, and later, after her departure, all of us are actually taking it forward. So, such a way, the coursework employability skills has spread almost 16 weeks, and then the first 10 weeks they practice, they learn, they do, and they fail, they redo, they learn, they relearn, they unlearn. A lot of good things that happens. This is the laboratory to be mentioned. Very, very less opportunity for them to write, take the pen, take the book. But huge opportunity for them to put that into practice. They'll come read, they'll come speak, they'll come ask others to write and they check. And these people will write and then leave it for checking by others. So this kind of a critical work that is undertaken by most of the students. And thanks for the team which has understood seriously about the core value of the lab, that is learning by doing. And then the last 4 weeks will set them for the evaluation, where the peer assessment that takes place, followed by the team of the teachers assess, and finally, now at the last week, they'll come to external examiners. It is definitely an interesting affair for the student friends. Until until Pooja opened her video, we don't know who is Pooja. Until we see Prabhakar sir opened his video, we didn't know. We didn't talk to him and we didn't see him. So the story behind this kind of an examination is only to see the students have to fail at least first, not by the by when the real-time interview that they face. Anyway, the HR round of interview, basically in engineering college, for a technical job role, when these kids stand before the HR round of interview, they automatically fail because, they have a tough time before them. The tough time, I mean, they do not know what is happening around them. They don't know who are they. They don't know what is happening before them. Everything is challenging. In order to see the challenge to be faced by the student friends, we set it open. Instead failing there at the last important aiming point, why can't they fail it here at setting? But fortunately, what is happening, ma'am and sirs, basically nobody is failing. For the past 4-5 years, we have been putting this interesting instinct into the mind well before the corona hit. It's not after corona we were virtual. We were well before the corona that advent. This new technique of meeting virtual. We have started this virtual meeting long back. So such a way, the teachers, all these teachers, though Roja worked some 7 years ago here, and this teacher is not known to any one of them. It is quite challenging for them to really satisfy Roja's expectation or Prabhakar's expectation or Pooja's expectation. So this is how we are going. And I would love to show the typical work plan of this examination. And quickly, I can make you understand how this examination that is going forward for the past many years. See, this is spread around 2.5 hours time. And then the very first half an hour, we are looking at joining the room and then setting the context. Since the team English is pretty good asking me to set the context, and I take this as an opportunity to set the context, the one that I'm now doing. The very first half an hour is meant for introducing each other, internal examiners, external examiners, support examiners, and then student friends who have really taken a lot of pleasure in working, all their experiences. And after that, we'll have external examiners introduction. Followed by it, we'll play an audio video material. The file that revolves around the examination, or the whole examination revolves around this file. So it's just a 2 or 3 minute audio video file. It's an educative video where we wanted to make the students take the challenge easily. Since you all know listening is one of the toughest exercises in the language communication, we have taken this as an external examination. Listen to speak. To speak, to write, or to respond, or to communicate, or to make wonders, one has to listen first. And then while they're listening, what is their perception? How is their perception? They'll come up with the perception individually for 30 seconds each in the very first round. And after that, they also can come with their own like-minded group of 4 or 5 short groups. They'll come and they can discuss. For both of these, I request all the 3 examiners to bear with their little errors, and then they'll come with their own presentation. Please bear with them and support them. And after that, the last half an hour, as the slide shows, the last half an hour is meant for your remarks. You can give your remarks openly. And if you feel like, okay, writing individual remarks, kindly do it on the rubric sheet that is provided at the remarks column. And take your time, maybe 1 or 2 days later after the examination that has been winded up. Anyway, you can give the result, but at the end, if you wanted to write anything in detail, asking us to really change, maybe the team has to really change somewhere, you can also feel free writing it down. And all these remarks can be officially originated and then released by the exam cell as and when the results are announced. So this is how we have set up the whole examination. Hope all the 3 examiners are coming in line with us. I know if you can't come also, my team doesn't leave you, and it always allows you to go forward. So like this, we can go further. And now the formal introductions from slot 1. May I ask slot 1 to get ready?
Yes, sir. So good morning, Hari sir, and the extreme externals who are present here on virtual platform. And I would also like to welcome all the students of EEE who has come with lots of confidence and also to present themselves before the industrious people. So definitely, I think this will help them in their future. So I am Shravani Rama Gotumukala, working as an assistant professor of English at Lendi Institution from past 1 year. So I just wanted to share my experience with this ELCS lab. Let me connect our lab with our college vision, that is career, conduct, and care. So this ELCS lab is providing students with lots of motivational videos, especially in this ES course. So from past 3 months, we have been uh, introducing some motivational videos to the students so that they will be taking the individual responsibility of them in the society. So whatever the videos they will be watching, the same thing we are asking them to give a presentation where they will be sharing all their perspectives. So instead of just teaching something and asking them to follow, as I think this is working well, where they are trying to understand, digest, and they are starting delivering before everyone how they are responsible towards the society. So definitely through our ELCS lab, we are matching with our college vision, that is conduct. We are building that. And coming to care, our team English takes lots of care in giving all the opportunities to the students. We usually call our students as student friends, because when we say a teacher and student, definitely it shows a big gap between us. So to avoid that, we treat them as a student friends, and in this way we are taking lots of care. Everything, like even though if they have a little tension or if they hesitate to come forward for speaking, we are the one, we are holding them, and we are encouraging them. So definitely we are matching with care. And the first thing is career. So through this conduct and career, with all the learning and doing activities, we are making them ready for their future through this employability skills. So our lab journey is perfectly matching with our college vision, and this definitely would train our students to meet their future needs. And one more thing I would like to say, we had many challenges. As we are from literature background, we have poor knowledge in technology. But what Hari sir did is he made us as technocrats as we are teaching this tech students. So definitely, we have been working with Hari sir from past 1 year, and we became very good at technology. In fact, this holidays, sir has given us a wonderful opportunity to become as a digital teacher, where we are like we got a wonderful guidance how to work with the students, how to collaborate a teacher and student by using technology. So this really, I feel so great to be a part of this institution and as well as working under the guidance of Hari sir. Thank you, sir. So now here we have two students, Mr. Dinesh and also Harshini, who would like to share their experience. Over to Dinesh.
Good morning, sir and madams. I am Dinesh from EEE section. I want to speak
Dinesh,
about.
would you mind just putting your microphone very near to your mouth? You're a little low in your voice.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Still one more
Thanks.
step.
I will tell.
Or can you speak little louder?
Okay, sir.
Maybe the microphone is also not favorable to you. You check it once. So far, when Shravani ma'am is speaking, you know, that was a big harangue, and we have felt okay, there is an echo. But you, come on, Dinesh, say it once again.
A warm good morning to one and all. I am Dinesh.
No,
I am telling
somehow.
about our English lab. We are taking the course of employability skill 1. We have the various types of activities like grammar and vocabulary, LS activity, and PPT, and email writing, essay writings, paragraph writings. In addition, there is certificate courses and other international courses we learn for improve ourselves and make a ready for take an interview and ready for take an employability skill without any fear. And these are very clearly done by our teachers with make us with care and properly for take an interview and ready for take an employability skills without. So these efforts will be clearly taken for us, but this is of helpful to ours, but we are clearly taken from our ma'am's help, and we are taking remarks, feedbacks, and other things from our ma'am and sirs, and we get and again we recollect our mistakes, and we can also find our mistakes and our vocabulary and grammar. We can change our speech and we can develop our communication skills and speaking skills. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Dinesh, I'll talk at the end of the whole three of you have introduced, okay?
Yes,
You
sir.
can ask the other girl to go ahead.
Okay, sir. Now I am handling to Harshni, who is ready to speak.
Firstly,
Firstly, good morning to sir, Hari sir, and Pooja ma'am, Roja ma'am, Prabhakar sir. I'm B. Harshni. I'm from AAA section. Today I'm going to share my experience in ELCS lab. From this lab, I gained my confidence, and we have different activities in our ELCS lab, like listen to speak activity and grammar and vocabulary. And we also have picture presentation. These are the some courses that we have in our in ELCS lab. And as like ma'am said, they motivate us and they guide us in this lab, and they behave like their friends to with us. They care about us and they value us so much, and they guide us in proper way. And I learned so much confidence from this lab, like how to talk in front of camera or how to face the situation in front of the person or respected camera. And though we make mistakes, our teachers support us and they don't hesitate us to ask anything. We hesitate in sometimes we hesitate to talk with ma'am, but they come to us and they talk with us with friendly, so that we can share our all problems to the ma'ams. Thank you, sir.
That's great
Thank you, sir.
hearing. That's great hearing from slot one. In fact, quickly, a couple of interesting things. We teachers of language, and then we also who are working with English language communication practice knows pretty well about the difficulties of speech disorder, speech anxiety, other stuff. Basically, these triple E batches, we call them in our language terminology. These are from, Denmark, or these are from some such kind of countries where speaking is believed to be non-speaking. Dinesh, he speaks very well. I don't know why. When he has come now to introduce himself, almost, he was fumbling. Maybe sometimes too much of technology around them also makes one to fumble, because when you start sitting before a mirror and then started showing your face, then you can understand, oh, Hari, how long your nose is, how unshapy your nose is, how dark you have the eyes, how bold that you have a big face. Definitely that hits you. Maybe that happened to Dinesh today. But Dinesh, basically, a very good communicator, and he who has brought so many good things. Similarly, like Harshita, what's her name?
Harshini, sir.
Harshini, yeah. Harshini also unexpectedly got confused. What is that? Respected person and a beautiful camera. Unexpectedly, she has interchanged the words. Respective camera, beautiful personality. To an extent, both of them have understood from your side of your communication. So fantastic to listen. You were nominated, or maybe those guys were sitting behind you. Huh? They're all happily putting smiles on their face. We have saved ourselves sending these two Harshini and Dinesh to save all of us, and they have become the saviors. And then the successful introduction is over. They're just looking at you. Is
Sir,
it so?
sorry to interrupt. They have come voluntarily, sir.
That's what I'm saying. They have
Yes.
come voluntarily. When there is an volunteer, automatically someone who wants to bear the burden will be very free. Wow, thank you. There are thousands of teachers in our fold. Wherever we have rolled out the form, why only Prabhakar sir volunteered, Roja ma'am volunteered, Pooja ma'am volunteered. Rest of all are enjoying. Let Roja bear that burden. This Hari Babu always brings, experimentations onto the floor. And why should we take that risk? Such volunteerism is always, helpful. But for the rest, I'm talking, ma'am, please don't take it otherwise. And you named me, I'm a best critic, but I'm a good master also. So please accept. And before going to the next slot, anyway, I wanted to just recall Shravani ma'am's ideas. It's not Hari sir alone. Um, big giants like TCS, Infosys, and other IT industries are coming up with a clarion call. Teachers in English language, for that matter, who are making technologists ready for the future opportunities should be digitally confident. They are not asking us to be digitally native, but of course, they are asking us to have little extra confidence. That's what I have brought it into our team. And thanks my team who has been putting right, wise effort in making them always ever challenging to face the ever widening risks. So that is how we have been nominated for the course work by the TCS to be digital teachers. I'm happy to announce all the team of English at Lendi Institute who are certified by TCS digital teachers. So that's a fantastic idea what Shravani ma'am was putting forward in her introduction. Thank you so much for the reminder, ma'am. And
Thank
now,
you, sir.
now let's get into slot 2. Do we have Rajwan? All of a sudden, when I say slot 2, that is closed. I'm cinematic, dramatic, opening the screen. Come on, sir.
A fantabulous morning to everyone, especially Hari sir. I'm Mohammad Rizwan, Assistant Professor for English, ELCS Lab, Lind Engineering College. A hearty welcome to all 3 external examiners virtually. Thank you so much you have presented yourself over virtual. And let me give you a sneak peek voice about Digital Lab, what we have here, because I was completely impressed by this. So I would like to tell you about a sneak peek voice about Digital Lab. So it is a very vast designed digital lab for the students to come out for the skills what they require for future. What I feel is here they can learn a lot. The employability skills what they are learning here is going to be an impact for their interview sessions. This is going to make them a bright future what they have going to learn here. We have designed the cabins which are voiceless. They are not they're voice cancellation, and we have a labs which is going to be presented by the students here, that is beautifully designed for them only to give their sessions one to one in the cabins, so to prevent, provide an environment which makes them to understand how the corporate sector works in the level. So this is what the design of digital things we have given to them. A lot of experience what you want to listen from here is going to be said by Didipya from my side. Thank you.
Good morning, Hari sir, and Pooja ma'am, Rosa ma'am, Prabhakar sir, and respected teachers present here. I am Dedipya from EEE section. Now here I'm to share my beautiful journey of English lab. First of all, let me talk about my journey in first year. When I have joined in this college, I'm surprised that here there is a English lab that increases our communication and guides us to speak in English very confidently for our future, which is very helpful. In the first year, we have learned how to speak confidently in front of camera and to face the external examiners in good way. And even we use it to escape to speak in front of camera because of our fear to speak in front of camera. So that has been reduced by our English faculty. They have guided us very well to speak in front of camera without fear, and we are now with very confident to speak with anyone in English without any hesitation. And in the second year, we have introduced the course called employability skills, which are used to face the interview and external exams very confidently and speak well. In this, we have learned so many courses like so many certificate courses like SpeechX, WriteX, STEP, and so many. I have took SpeechX certificate course, which is very useful to speak to improve my communication, but it bit harder to speak in front of anyone and it bit challenging to complete my SpeechX course. And after that, employability skills consist of picture presentation, email writing, and um, le- uh, learning skills. And even madam showed our a video and speak about that in front of camera what we have learned. Even they showed us so many motivational videos to speak to improve our English. And even in the English lab, madams and sirs are very uh, good to guide us to speak in English without any hesitation. Even they tell us how to improve our skills, how to speak in front of teachers and madams with confidence without any hesitation. They feel free to explain in any time about our needs. This is what my journey. This is what my beautiful journey about English lab throughout these 2 years. Thank you, sir. Now my friend Brunda will continue her experience in English lab.
Good morning, Hari sir. Good morning, Pooja ma'am, Prabhakar sir, and Rosa ma'am. My name is Brunda, and I would like to share my experience in this English lab. This English lab has taught me many things that I don't even know they exist, from building resume to improving my communication skills. For building resume, I took upskill course, which I don't know there exists even a course that build resume. Though I took course, I wasn't able to speak properly in front of camera, so I got a not bad grade, but average grade. When coming to second year, this course, employability skills one, has given me confidence by providing activities like listen to speak, picture perception, and email writing. Not only by improving confidence, but it also learned me how to handle technology. At the first day of lab, we have to speak in front of the camera by going live on the YouTube. Most of our class members doesn't even know how to go live on the YouTube. Hari sir then came into lab and stopped the whole lab, and that lab he dedicated us to operate YouTube. So by doing these activities, I gained so much knowledge and improved confidence. Thank you.
Right. So, as we all know that when you strive hard, their success is going to bow in front of you. So, as Hari sir has strived very hard, success is always bowing in front of us. You can see the caliber, the capability of the students, how they speak, how they are improving themselves, and lively. We are here to give the best from my side. Thank you so much, sir, from slot 2.
That's great hearing from Rijwan sir. And Rijwan is quite dramatic in bringing out the best. And thanks for his presentation about the digital laboratory facility. Both Dedipya and Sumalia. What's her name? Right? What's her name? Dedipya and? You can
Brunda
tell
sir.
us. Right. So both of you have made a good attempt in bringing out the experience about lab. And what I generally feel about the laboratory and your experience altogether is somehow you take it for only a kind of a practice that is set before you. But if you can own this little extra than what you are now doing, and maybe you have one more semester game plan also. So within that cycle, definitely I expect that you are going to develop a lot. And thanks for your understanding, making the attempt of language lab practice brings you a lot. So I request you to go forward. And I now ask you to get into slot 3.
Very good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, audible and visible also, ma'am. Lata, ma'am.
Very good morning, Hari, sir. Um, here we are having an external examiners like Prabhakar sir, Pooja madam, Roja madam. Hearty welcome to all of you. We are seeing you virtually on the screen here. And Team English and my dear student friends.
here. Thank you, Hari sir, for giving me this fabulous moment to introduce myself. I'm Pushpalata Kakarla, Assistant Professor of English working at Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology. I'm very proud to be a part and parcel of Team English because under the guidance of our beloved Hari sir, we are blooming here, budding and blooming with the English language. And I also find our student friends, they are doing their excellent efforts, putting their excellent efforts in developing and building their career for their employabilities, to achieve their employabilities in the corporate sector. And apart from that, to say about the speciality of our English ELCS lab, it is that here the student friends, they are learning and doing and learning. Vice versa, they are learning and doing the things where they are getting their perfection for making themselves perfect to build their career, personality, and characters. Apart from that, these people are getting amplified opportunities to do a day-to-day practice for making themselves perfect for their future. So I would like to thank our Hari sir for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Beside me, I'm having Shekhar and Venala. They want to share their journey of English lab. Now I'm passing over my microphone to Shekhar.
Good morning, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Very good morning to sir, and very good morning for all the externals and internals and my dear friends. I am G. Shekhar from EEE section. We are a lateral entry student. We came to college by this year. We came to college with a lot of fear and lack. We did not have a lack of confidence to build ourselves. Even everyone knows that in diploma, no one will tell about our communication, our body language. That as I came here, I learned a lot of things and I build up my confidence to be how to be improve ourselves and how to be very confident ourselves towards the success. And as I want to share my experience in my ELCS lab, that Hari sir provided individual cabins to improve ourselves to speak with front of camera, and the faculty which are here, that they are very friendly with us and they treat like their own children. They help us in every mistake. They will guide us and they will tell us this is the wrong, this is the right. And for that, even the Hari sir is busy with his things with lot the things, but he will come every section of the lab in last 10 minutes or 5 minutes. He will guide us and he will motivate us, and he will give the lot of confidence to us how to be with the how to be like a successful man. And the faculty which are here in the internals for in ELCS lab, everyone will support us and we will tell you us we need to be like this. And if you are in the wrong way, they will motivate us and they will be guide us to go in a success way. And now I can say that I am very confident with the things which are going in our ESCS lab. We build a lot of confidence by in these 3 months, and I'm very happy with this. Thank you, sir. And I am handing my mic to Vanilla.
Good morning to external examiners and Hari sir and English team. First of all, thank you to giving me the grateful opportunity to share my view on the experience of English lab journey. Here we learned a lot of things. We all built our confidence, and we built we know our strengths. We learned here there are many activities to build our confidence and strengths, like we have live sections, group discussions, etc. uh, this gives us a very lots of experiences Here we have a special courses, internal courses, international courses and national courses. And there is celebrity interview, which gives us the to reduce our fear in front of camera. And this lab makes us to be strong, and it gives us to face the uh, this gives us to face our interviews while we get into the jobs. Thank you.
That's great hearing from you all. In fact, I'm happy to have your interest. Basically, communication needs a lot of practice on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, on our general communication. How many times that we are picking out this language matters. And I observed both Shekhar, of course, Shekhar has brought in a very good idea. Though we have come little late into engineering, almost a year after, of course, that is an entry system. In his pre-engineering school, he might not have a lot of opportunity to speak in English language. Right. Absolutely. You realized it now and you started practicing about it. Kindly keep doing it. And I beg all of you to use your daily routine to be in English language. You know, when I, long back when I was dealing with a, uh, a Saudi Arabia guy, KSA, a guy from KSA, who has come down as a scholar for me for some time. And then when I was interacting with him, I heard that he was mentioning they have a very less scope for speaking in English. The same is now even in technology studies too. There's a less scope for you to think in English language or to speak in English language. That's how we are struggling at the time of real-time presentation, the real-time communication. This is going to be a barrier. But anyway, thanks for Language Lab, which is putting a wise effort. And now,
Thank you, Hari sir, for providing this wonderful opportunity for students, friends, so that they can develop and build their career
great
to
of you,
become our
ma'am.
technocrats.
Yeah, great of you, ma'am. And
Thank you, sir.
the other three examiners are eagerly waiting for them also to really
Yeah, sure,
use.
sir.
And
Thank you.
let's
So,
take their time. Let's
slot
take
3,
their
sir.
time. And I'm happy to have Dr. Prabhakar. Sir, I don't know your fullest background, but of course, it is the time for you to introduce because, you know, as per the order of the whole examination, we wanted to have introduction from internal examiners as well as internal slots. And after that, it is only to set the context that we have to understand each other. And we have already told that we don't know who are coming, who are acting as examiners, only the form that decides. And with your own capacity, you're coming in, with your interest, you're coming in. Really, it is fantastic. I request Dr. K. Prabhakar to introduce himself, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Myself, I'm Dr. K. Prabhakar. Presently, I'm
Sir, Prabhakar, sir, can you try mute yourself and then
Mahalakshmi Degree College. And also, I'm a regional coordinator for Andhra University, where I take care of practical and lab examinations. And I'm also subject expert. Yes, sir. Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, you're audible. You're audible. Basically, your internet is unstable. That's why we have.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, now you are audible, sir. You can continue.
Yes. Working as a ratified principal to VVR Kanaka Mahalakshmi Degree College. And I'm also regional coordinator for Andhra University, where I take care of practical examinations, lab examinations, and I'm also the subject expert for APSI, nominated by Andhra University. And I'm also an employability skill trainer for MEPMA, Government of AP. Thank you, sir.
That's great hearing about the uh, honorable career, background. In fact, noble
Thank you,
background.
sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that you have come from various fields. Of course, you are basically a teacher and you had an opportunity to be associated with so many of these kind of initiatives. And luckily, the student friends today will be benefited out of your expertise, sir. And we would love to listen more from you at the end of the session too. And
Thank
now,
you.
now we can go to Miss Pooja, is a research scholar from English and Foreign Languages University. Before I before I ask Pooja to introduce herself, I must really propose thank note to Madam Suvarna, who has actually been kind enough in requesting her scholars to be part of these initiatives. Interesting. English and Foreign Languages University never looks down upon into the institutions like that, like us. We are at a very little corner of Andhra Pradesh, and we are working seriously. Thanks to Suvarna ma'am, who has got a special love towards us. Thanks to Dr. Reddy, special love towards us. Thanks to Kshema Josh, special love. Thanks to Sujata Mukherjee. All these senior teachers of IFLU has had their own footprint here, particularly at Lendy's Language Lab, because of their wonderful blessings. Like many such kind of teachers, this is growing well, and this is coming out with flying colors. And Pooja is now as the scholar to introduce herself. Come on, ma'am, Pooja.
Good morning, Hari sir, Prabhakar sir, Rosa ma'am, and all the other teachers present in the language lab, as well as our student friends. I am Pooja, and I'm from Jharkhand. But Hyderabad is not a new place for me. I have been here, I think it's almost 5 years. So I came to Hyderabad to complete my B.Ed from the English and Foreign Languages University. I completed my B.Ed. Then I went to DPS Nacharam. I taught there as a teacher. And after that, I came back to EFLU to complete my master's. So my master's in ELT, English Language Teaching. And after that, I again, as part of campus placement, I got selected in Rockwoods International School. There I worked again, and I taught starting from grade 8 to grade 12th. It was a pleasure teaching them learners, across of different ages, I will say. So it was a wonderful experience, and right now I enrolled myself for PhD program. uh, I'm working under Swarna ma'am. She's my guide, and my area where it's basically about writing skill. So I'm addressing the gaps that we see in learners, though there are, they have 12 years of exposure in English language, but then also we see the inert knowledge that is already present in them, but when it comes to writing skills, somehow they are not able to use it. So my area, okay, of research lies there, and I'm just trying to address this gap from the complexity theory perspective. I'm sure that being here, okay, it will be an enriching experience for me, as well as, I will be able to learn so much from the students and the faculty here. Thank you so much, Hari sir, for giving me this opportunity.
What a humble idea from Pooja's perspective. Though she is for her scholarship about the writing and writing inabilities understanding, she has come as an examiner for speaking too, because these L, S, or W skills, all of them are interrelated one with the other. Really, I thank you, though you have wonderful experience. You have started your career, studied in the right schools, and then you also have worked for different perceptions or different sizes and different ages of the students. And you really made a good attempt. And thanks for your time. And I also can follow you seriously to invite you to one of the writing sessions at Language Lab, because the journey has a lot of other activities. Basically, we have email writing. Rosa and I know pretty well in the very beginning years, in the Esther years of Language Lab, how we really shocked to see the write-ups that they have made. Sometimes Roja and I usually feel worried too, or even we have had a fun also in listening to those writings. I heard brought it to my notice. They have written a dialogue where they have said, brought it to my notice. A dialogue is written in, maybe Roja can explain better than me, because we had that fun also, because of the nuances that they maintain in the writing. So we are very happy, Pooja, you are being with us for at least 1.5 hours today. And our students will also be benefited out of your interaction. And we have a long way to. Thank you so much. And now it's my pleasure to invite one of the best companions of this laboratory, who has made her own mark. And in fact, yesterday it was something good. There was one teacher of yesterday. There was one teacher who worked for 10 years, came down yesterday. And now another young scud. I call that this lady who has left an indelible impression on the language lab activity of Lendi, who has tremendously changed the walk of the life, especially in language lab. Soon, we call in language lab before Roja, after Roja. Such a kind of set that we have made. It is not to boast on the face of her to introduce herself here, but it is reality. It is Roja who is still there in the minds of many, who has left a beautiful impression just by being so open for the students' communication practices. She worked at hospitality industry well before she has taken teaching. And after, for a while, she taught, and she is now into banking sector. But you know, this diversified capacity definitely helps the language communication practice a lot. So I now request dear Roja to introduce herself.
Yes, I'm nostalgic, sir, really. um, hello, Prabhakar, sir. Pooja, ma'am, how are you? And hi to all the students and also the team English who have introduced all the students well and the laboratory well. I know like Harisa loves me a lot, and through his words, we can come across. Knowingly or unknowingly, I like slot 3, the boy who spoke just now, said the Harisa. Yes, he is the Harisa. He is unique. His passion is unique. He has many things in his mind he wants to incorporate for the benefits of the students. Generally, students might have hearing nowadays about artificial intelligence, meta, all these things. You know, guys, it is true. It has already been introduced long back, 7 years ago. AI, Meta with Harisa, we love. And I used to point out, Harisa sir, why you love technology a lot? Try not to love technology a lot. Try to love the people a lot. But, you know, his passion made me even to change myself to be digitalized. And I'm feeling very jealous that the setup of the hall, the new lab that I've been watching now, it's making me jealous that I'm unable to work with this kind of setup, which is a dream to Harisa. Individual panels, individual cabins, and everything. It is his dream. And sometimes when I'm working for my banking sector, I feel like when there isn't any work, I feel like, Hari sir, I just want to come to be a part of Alendi again. I thought of calling him also, but I control myself, and then I go back to the dreams of how I work with the student. The one thing that I really miss is Team English and the students' companion. We always used to have a companion of students always giving feedback for their development career. I don't know how many of you have taken the certification courses. I'm just giving an alert to all of you. Try not to escape from that, because you will know the value at the end or when you're going for your jobs. This is the word I'm telling to you. try not to neglect taking certification courses. Okay, try to take 1, 2, 3, but do not go apart from it or away from it, because when we interact with the students who already have been, I mean, they left to the campuses, then they are calling us and telling, sir, that time we were running like not to take all the courses, ma'am, but now that courses have made us, had created an impact, and we are standing as a unique personalities or unique creatures in our companies just because of the certification courses. So if you want to experience such kind of thing, try not to escape taking courses from what the team English proposes, because those courses definitely helps you in career development. And then one thing I would like to say, BB. What is BB is nothing but blindly believe what English team says. That blind belief definitely helps you to pitch on the upper hand. For sure, I say certain. These words are certain words, and I feel that maybe many of them will say that no, 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 don't go there, or don't use that, or don't take the certification courses. It is waste of time. But I say, and again I'm saying, those certification courses and the intimacy with Team English always fetch you and takes you to the summit. And maybe this time you feel like it's a waste of money, waste of time. Don't say that it is waste of time and waste of money. It is investing. I say in a banker term, it is investing. You're investing your time, you're investing your money for the future fruit. So if you want to take the better fruit in the future, I again repeat BB, that is blindly believe what the Team English says. With this note, I sign off, and thanks Harisa for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, that's great hearing from Roja after a long time. Thank you so much, Roja. And I really thank your little darling daughter. Roja has given birth to a little darling daughter who has made possible Roja to have this much extra free time. I know she says that she doesn't have work, but I never believe in, because she's the one pro to the work. She goes into the bank and then she always sits there for the banking work, and several times said, okay, I'm engaged. Even after I have some 5-10 minutes time, I'll be definitely concentrating at language lab. She concentrated several times, but now it is such a wonderful opportunity. My special thanks to your little darling daughter who has given you this extra time, right? With this, I hope, according to our typical work plan, we have completed the introductions. And now I request Raja or Shravani from Big Hall to play the audio video material. And this is a very short video and then an educative video shortly that is being played on the screen. And this video, through which all of the exam that goes and the whole exam revolves around this important video. I request both examiners, examinees, listen to it, and post that we'll be breaking out the rooms. And then after opening the rooms, you are supposed to take the concerned room where the kids can come and then they'll do the introductory session. Individual session, and followed by it, there'll be a group session. These two sessions that are being organized, that are being observed by you to give away the right remark and then the right score for their exam. This will be used for deciding the passing score of the examination. So I request all the examiners to bear with the trouble that I have set before you. And I thank you personally once again. We'll be meeting at the end of the exam again. I
Sir,
request
is my
Shravani ma'am to
screen
carry out.
visible, sir?
It's visible. Please play it.
Sir, is it audible?
No, it's not audible. You come back and you please check the
Yes, sir.
check the box before you are sharing.
Sure, sir.
Stop sharing and come back to reshare again. Check the little box under the video
Yes, sir. Yes,
saying
sir.
that enabling the audio.
Motivation. And I've
Sir,
learned.
is it
Yes,
audible?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is now audible.
Sir,
Thank you
I'm
for such a
playing from the
wonderful
beginning.
introduction.
All right. All right. You can carry out the rest of the activity also, ma'am. The breakout
Sure,
rooms
sir.
are also open. You can carry out the best.
I'm
Sure,
here
sir.
today to
Thank
talk
you,
about
sir.
motivation. And I've learned in my few years on this earth that motivation is really the key to affecting change in anything that you do. You can put a paper that was written without any motivation, without any effort, and you can put a paper that was written with drive and passion next to each other, and it's clear which one is the winner. Motivation is the underlying factor, I believe, in everything that we do on a daily basis. If you don't have motivation in something that you do, then you really can't achieve what it is that you want to achieve. Everyone has motivation for things that they're passionate about, things that interest you, things that inspire you. And of course you'll have motivation if you play a sport, if you're in drama, if you're in band, you'll have motivation to accomplish that task. But the true test of finding motivation is if you can find it in something that doesn't interest you. Personally, I'm interested in sitting through town council meetings and reading the 404-page Town of Barnstable budget. But others might not find so much paper so interesting. However, motivation can be found in everything that you do. I like to look at it in terms of finding motivation as just putting yourself in someone else's shoes. When you're questioning, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to put in the time? Why do I have to put in the effort? You can just look at what you're doing and say, this helps this person because, or this person is going to appreciate my effort and my motivation on this task because. And I've always found that that appreciation that others have for the effort that you put in, that's what motivates me, the fact that someone's going to appreciate what I did. So when the teacher gives you a paper or something to do and you say, this is stupid, I have better things to do, I'd much rather go outside and throw a football, whatever it is, look at it and say, this person is going to appreciate the work. This person put in the effort to create the assignment. Now they're going to see it and they're going to appreciate it. And I do that in every assignment that I'm given and everything that is ever brought before me. And that's always something that I think we need to go out and look at when we go out to tackle an issue. Filing papers, people might not find it interesting, but think about how much help you're doing to somebody else. Think about the responsibility that you're helping someone else fulfill. And that sort of help and appreciation motivates you. For me, fine dressing is something that I like to do every single day, and I don't just do it because I enjoy it, I do it because people appreciate it. People see that I took the extra time to prepare myself for whatever it is that I'm doing, and they thank me for it. And that thanks, that appreciation, is truly what motivates me to go out and do whatever it is that is put before me. So I want to finish briefly just by saying that motivation is so important in anything that you do, and without it, you really can't accomplish what you want. But with it, you have the passion to affect change, you have the passion to make a difference, and you really do have the passion to go out and change the way things are done and make a difference in anything that you want to do. Thank you for your time and your ears.
So Pooja, Prabhakar sir and Roja ma'am, we have done with this audio. And can you please give us 5 minutes so that we will be arranging all the students for individual presentation?
Sure, ma'am, please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Madam, I'm allowing you to slot number 2, ma'am.
Sure.
Pooja, ma'am. You will
Yeah,
be
yeah.
moving to room number 2 in breakout room.
Okay.
And Prabhakar sir.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Prabhakar sir, slot 3, sir. And Roja ma'am, slot 1.
Yeah, sure, Shravani ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Hello, Pooja ma'am.